I have diagnosed borderline personality disorder, and I want to talk about ways you can help your loved one with BPD. So, I'm going to put this simply. Imagine we have three different states of being with BPD. So, we have the normal state. Things seem stable from the outside. And then we have the high stress state, a few more emotional outbursts, and instability in ourselves. And then the third state is full activation. Your amygdala is hijacked. You're showing displays of rage and deep mourning and sadness. You're being reckless. You have suicidal ideations. So I want to tell you about how we should be handling things depending on which state we're in. Also, advice is for people who are aware of their BPD. If someone's in therapy and still not accepting what's going on with them or wanting to make change, the role you play changes. And that's just keeping someone safe until they want to better themselves, and boundaries will be a big tool here. So, in a normal functioning state, you have the most opportunity to make a difference. It's not about planning for stressful situations, it's about when and not if. So, a normal state of mind is when we form a plan, which helps us feel more stable and in control of our lives. So I know personally there's situations in life that I won't be able to handle myself well. And I know there will be really hard times where I'm triggered and I feel abandoned, like when I lose a loved one, when I lose a pet, when I go through breakups. So what my family and I have done is chosen where I'm going to go and put some parameters in place to keep me safe. So I have been extremely hurt by the inpatient industry. And I also recognize in myself when it is not safe for me to not be watched. So we plan for catastrophes and daily functionality. A normal headspace is a great time for you to ask me, when you get activated, what do you need from me? You can even talk about past experiences with this person. You will find that we are removed emotionally from experiences of our pasts. Sometimes we feel like it wasn't even us, so we can separate ourselves from it and talk about it. The next state I'm going to talk about is the high stress state. So we're going to be having outbursts about a few minor things, and you may be frustrated with us because you don't understand what's going on. So this is the space where you implement the small things we talked about in the normal headspace, like you're stopping things before they get worse. So this is where our impairment starts to be exposed. Our inner world is extremely stressed out and our brain is not regulating that. That does not mean we are not responsible for our actions. We absolutely are. We have to learn to gain control, and it's easier if someone can help us stop ourselves. So when we're under high stress, we're frustrated, we're angry, we're lashing out, we're crying, and we're so mad at ourselves for not being able to handle things. It becomes this cycle. The one thing you can do is reassure us. It's okay. It's just some spilled tea. I love you no matter what. Just because we got in this argument doesn't mean I'm not going to be here with you. I'm your parent. I'm your partner. I'm your sister. I'm your brother. I'm your friend. And I intend to stay in that role. That offers the borderline so much peace. So even if you can provide a space for them to talk about what the inner thoughts feel like, where it's safe. It's just about being there, trying to get us back to a normal space. It's about being a mountain our emotional waves can crash into. No fixing in this moment, listening, validation. We will come back to our normal state and recognize that everything we have done, the rudeness, the unkind words, the violent behavior, and we will care so much and feel guilt and shame. Now I'm going to talk about full activation. So this is a space not to do anything other than keeping your loved ones safe. Do wellness checks. I've been in situations where the police have come and checked on me, or where people have unhinged on my independence. But the thing is, I was unsafe. And some of us lose our lives to this condition, whether it's intentionally or on accident, because 70% of us with BPD engage in suicidal behaviors. I've landed myself in the hospital more than once from an accident. So sometimes it's just about we have to get through and not stop it. Once a speeding train is going down a hill, you have to let it run out. There's no reasoning with us in this headspace. Through the reasoning, throw it away. Just keep us safe and tell us we're loved and don't control us. And remember, try not to take it too personal. It's not about you, it's about us.